Hi YouTubers, it's me Shani Bonnie 23. I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial for natural everyday makeup. Let me just go over the products that I'm going to be using real quick. I use a waterproof concealer. It's by Makeup Forever. You can find this at Sephora. It's $30, but it's definitely worth every red cent. I usually apply that with a foundation brush, and since I've already done that, I'm not going to even really go over it, but I pretty much put it anywhere there's a blemish or a dark spot. The foundation that I use is by MAC. It's the Deep Dark Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and I usually apply this with a kabuki brush, and I do it anywhere that I put concealer, all over the face. I already have some on, so I won't waste your time doing all of that. The brushes that I use are Essence of Beauty. You can find them at CVS, Walgreens, any local store. I don't buy expensive brushes only because I really can't afford it. At some time I'll take the time out and actually invest some money in some better brushes, but these work fine. I have a powder brush by them. I have an entire makeup brush set by them, and like I said, it works excellent. As far as brows go, for a nice natural brow, I recommend using a brown pencil. This is just a regular cheap pencil you can find at your local beauty store. And how I fill in my brows is I start with the tails. I'm going to try to get that up for you. And I fill in any part where it might be a little sparse, a little bit on top, corners, and try to make it look light as possible. I also use a brow brush, which has a slanted tip, just to feather it out so it doesn't look too dark, and just to bring it up a little bit so I can use less. You can see what I'm doing. I use Q-tips to go over everything and make sure I have a nice clean line, because you don't want too much and you don't want that whole over the top dark brow look. If you can see, this brow is already done, and this is the one I just did. Very natural, very light. The mascara I use, actually I use two mascaras. I use this one by L'Oreal. I don't know the name of it, but it's excellent. I always buy black mascara. And I also use the Volume Shocking mascara. It has the primer on one end, which is white, and it has the comb on the other. What I usually do is go over my eyelashes a few times with this one, and then I use this one from the middle to the tips and just to extend it up a little bit. As far as lips go, DCT, or you can use, you know, the Blistex. Put a little bit on your lips. Moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. And the lip color I like is by MAC. It's called Funshine. It's an excellent pink. I do recommend that if you find the equivalent of something that's expensive in a cheaper brand, use that every day, and then you can save your expensive products for, you know, a special occasion. Anyways, apply the lipstick, and I actually put a lip gloss over my lipstick. My favorite right now is by Sephora. It's called Rosy Glow. I'll be looking for the equivalent in this in a cheaper brand. And I just pretty much go over my lips with that as well. Nice pink little natural look. As far as eyeliner, I use CoverGirl. It has like a nice little push-up, twist-up pencil, and it has a eraser at the end of it for mistakes if you want to smudge. And what I usually do with my eyeliner, I'm going to get a little close, I usually do the top lash line. You can see what I'm doing. And that just actually makes your eyelash line look a little thicker. I don't always line the underside of my eyebrow, but what I do is like the corner and a little bit to the middle, so it's not too harsh, but it just gives me the look of a nice, thick, full lash. As you can see, for the most part, my skin just pretty much looks clear. You know, nice little lucidity in there. If you want to do a shadow, I recommend doing, you know, a light colored shadow during the daytime. I've been using MAC Cranberry, and I apply this with my regular little eyeshadow brush. And if I'm not trying to be too dramatic, I just put it on the top lid and blend it down. There are some times that I bring it up a little bit more, but for everyday look, you don't want too much. So you just show you just this over this part of the lid and just blend it down. You can use just this brush, or you can actually use a blending brush, which I usually do. And just blend it down and feather it out. Just so you have a nice little pinkish hue. Now as far as blush, I'm not a big blush person, but I have found one that I really like. And it's by MAC. It's called Pinch Me. And how I apply it, looking at my timer, I don't want to go over my time because, you know, I run my mouth. Anyways, take a little bit and I apply it with the powder brush because, you know, it's a lot lighter. Smile, apples of the cheek, buff it out. Sometimes I bring it up over by my brow bone. Again, circles of the cheek. You want to blend it very well. I don't like a harsh blush that's like, bam, I have on blush. So I do it very lightly, circular, just to give myself a little bit of color. And I bring it down. Not a bad idea to blotch your lips, especially if you have a lot of lip gloss on like I do right now. Little tissue. But this is my everyday natural makeup look. So for the most part, it barely looks like I'm wearing anything on, but I still have a nice overall done look. Well, I'll be doing a smoky eye next, so stay tuned, comment, and subscribe.